All right, happy Wednesday, and also happy full moon and Aries. This is going to be a full moon message for the mutable signs, Gemini, Pisces, Virgo, and Sagittarius, excuse me. And we're going to see what this full moon in Aries has in store for you guys. What you guys may need to know, what you need to let go of, possibly. Yeah. So, we have Take Time to Breathe Out as the first card that's come out. All right, some of you may be needing to pause before you move forward with something. Some of you need to kind of recalibrate yourselves, like recharge, something about recalibrating. So keep in mind, right? So you can be a mutable. So this is for not just mutable sun signs. Like always read the signs of your sun, your moon sign, and your rising sign. Because say you're a Pisces, say you're a Sagittarius sun, right? Sagittarius is a mutable sign. This is for mutable energy, but say you're a mutable sign like Sag or Pisces, right? But you have prominent fixed placements. So you can be a Sagittarius sun, but have a moon in Leo and a rising in Scorpio. I would look at this reading, and I will also look at the fixed sign reading. So, you know what I'm saying? So like, say you're a Pisces sun, but you have prominent Capricorn and Aries placements in the sun, in the moon or rising, I would probably check out the cardinal sign reading. So, your sun sign is one small aspect, right? Always check your moon and your rising for more insight. And you may find that you resonate more depending on like the day, or depending on like your own personal transits. You may resonate more with your moon sign than your sun sign. So I'm a Gemini sun, right? I'm a mutable sign, but I'm a Scorpio moon. Sometimes I resonate more with readings in regards to my moon sign, depending on what phase I'm in life, depending on the transits, depending on like what's going on. I resonate more with my moon sign. And then a lot of times I resonate with my rising sign, which is Capricorn. Capricorn is a cardinal sign. So I guess in my case, I would look at a mutable reading, a cardinal and fixed reading, and just take bits and pieces, especially when it's a general message, because general readings have to kind of target a bit of different stories. So not every portion or aspect of the reading is going to resonate. So just always make sure you read for your sun sign, your moon, and your rising when it comes to general readings. When you're looking for something that's more specified and tailored to you, you always book a personal reading. You're never going to find general readings to resonate with you 100%, or at least not all the time, right? So maybe like some bits and pieces will, but just keep in mind, so you may be a mutable sign, but if you're a fixed sign dominant, then you should probably look at the fixed sign reading as well. And then some people resonate more with their sun sign because they're more, they stay in that energy. So, just keep in mind this is for mutable placements, sun, moon, or rising sign, okay? Let's see, so we'll do the mutable signs, Gemini, Virgo, Pisces, and Sagittarius. And tomorrow for the full moon and Pisces. We have, Gemini energy. We have, nice. We have communication is key. So I'm getting a lot of blues so far, right? And even at the bottom of the deck, there's what do you need to release here with the waning moon? A lot of blue energy. So I'm getting a lot of chakra energy. A lot of you need to communicate something with someone, or somebody may need to communicate or want to communicate something with you. Communication is key here. I feel like this full moon, I'll touch on that at the end of the reading. And just get to the message first. And we have, so you guys got a lot of new energy here. We got a new start is coming. A lot of new energy here. We got you and your loved ones are safe. We got Cancerian energy. So we have Gemini energy and Cancerian energy. Cancer. And it's interesting because Cancer season comes right after Gemini season. So, and again, a lot of blues. You guys have a lot of blues here. Mutable signs. A lot of blues. So the color blue may be very significant to you guys at this time. I know when, as a Gemini, again, as a mutable sign, as a Gemini, I did and my nails are blue. My nails and toes are blue. I did a aura reading like not too long ago. Like, what was it? Like last week, and it was like all blue. Blue, a little bit of indigo, and some like purple and pinks, but it was mostly blue. I'm not, and my aura picture is never, like, normally when I get my aura picture done, it's always like purples, reds, there is always some element of blue, but there's mostly purples. And this one was like all blue. So it's interesting that, yes, and it's very interesting. So I would say, for the mutable signs, some of you guys, again, this is for Gemini, Virgo, Pisces, and Sagittarius, because we are mutable signs, right? Remember, this can resonate if you have a mutable sign as your sun sign, the sign you were born under, or if it's your moon sign or your rising sign. If you don't know your moon and rising sign, if you know the exact time of birth, go to Cafe Astrology or AstroSeek for a free birth chart, and you can find out your moon and rising sign. It does wonders. Yeah. So I feel like right now for the mutable signs, communication is key. And this, some of you guys may need to communicate. Some of you guys may want to share something with your family. This could be new additions to the family. Some of you guys could be keeping something from your family or just people around you. You remember with the Cancerian energy, Cancer here, right? Crabs, they kind of retreat in their shells pretty easily. So some of you guys could also be feeling super sensitive at this time. You may be feeling extra self-protective. You may want to retreat more. You may not really want to be on social media like that at this time. Some of you need to speak up when it comes to something, though. But, after you kind of process your emotions first before you do this, so you don't act out of impulse and then regret it later. Try not, especially with this full moon in Aries. Aries rules the head, and Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, right? And Aries rules the first house. So, make sure you're not, and Aries is the symbol of the ram, and also Aries rules the Emperor card in tarot. Make sure you're not, and it rules the Fool card in tarot as for new beginnings. But also the Fool card can mean foolish energy when it's in reverse. So make sure you guys don't act or say anything out of pure foolishness, right? Because once we say things, we can't take them back. Once we do things, we can't take them back. Even if you apologize, certain things just can't resurrect. Sometimes the damage is so impaired, like, it's like you can't really repair that, right? When certain things happen, you kind of just, you can apologize, but it depends. Depends on how bad. But somebody may want to communicate something with you or you them. You guys could be on a break from speaking with somebody. You guys could also be feeling a little bit emotionally isolated too. But you guys got a lot of new moon energy though. Which is very interesting. A lot of new moon energy. Yeah. You guys got a lot of new moon energy here. I want to say, for most of you guys probably released what you needed to release here. If you guys are worried about something, if you guys are worried about an outcome of something or somebody doing something to you, just know you and your family is safe, your abundance is safe, your everything of anything that belongs to you is safe. but you know, this doesn't pertain to like anybody who has to owe some karmic debt. So if you know you were acting out of pocket at some point, or you mistreated people, or you know you've been kind of thieving and like stealing and trying to, you know, do shortcuts, that doesn't apply to you. This is and I read for people who are actually on the path, who actually like focus on developing themselves, because it's a whole different energy. This is not going to pertain to someone who mistreats people, who is selfish, who's constantly using people or hurting people or abusing people, or who is stuck and stagnant, who's refusing to grow up, who doesn't know how to move forward, who is very surface based. This is not my channel. My readings, my work is not tailored to that. This is no judgment, but again, I'm speaking for people who are actually on their divine path. Being on a divine path doesn't make you perfect. It just makes you aware. And an aware person is going to have a much different energy, much different reading than somebody who just lives their life with zero fucks given. So, again, you'll know which side of the fence you're on because you know your life. We have death. Ooh. So take time to breathe out. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. So some of you could have ended something with someone, or hopefully it's like nobody like in your family or anyone that you know passed away or whatever. My apologies and condolences if there's someone close to you that passed away at all this year. Some of you guys still could be grieving from that. The fixed signs had this reading, had the death card in their chart. So you may want to check out that reading as well. Especially if you're a mutable sign with a fixed moon or rising. You may want to check that out. But for some of you guys could be just, you know, maybe, I don't know, some of you guys could have closed out a cycle. Something could have ended, a job, a friendship, a living situation. Again, take it, you know, apply it how you need to. And some of you guys could be trying to recuperate, recover, heal. You guys may just be trying to gather, recalibrate, and just, you know, regather yourselves from it. But this reminds me of the Four of Swords in Tarot. Look up that card if you're unsure, and look up the Death card in Tarot. Very scorpionic energy, but a lot of you guys could just be in a space of healing right now. Maybe that's what you need. Just take time to breathe, and you guys may need to fully let something go. You guys may be having a hard time letting something go. Some of you guys may be seeking closure, or this could be someone. If you did, you know, if you feel like somebody wronged you, maybe they feel like they want to apologize to you. Or if you feel like you wronged someone, maybe you feel like you want to apologize to them. I would just say be mindful of being combative, egotistical, or petty during this time, especially while we're still in Libra season, because Libra is ruled by the Justice card, and Libra does rule the scales. So those scales eventually have to balance themselves out. What you put out, you get back. How you treat people is going to come back to you. It may not be in the exact same situation, but it's you know, karma is karma, right? And sometimes when karma, if it misses us, it hits our kids. This is why it's very important. And this is how you and your loved ones are saved. This is how you protect your bloodline, by doing right by people. Because when you don't do right by people, yeah, you may feel like you're getting over on something, but then when your kids, when they get older, you know, they may be getting bullied in school. They may start, you know, eating their feelings, and you may not know why they are starting to blow up, or They don't want to eat. They may be losing weight. They may be seeming depressed, closed off, distant. When it's time for them to date, when it's time for them to kind of pursue things for themselves, they may be really having a really, really hard time. Like, be mindful of remember, how you treat someone is how you're treating someone else's child. Whether they're 30, 40, 20, 50, or 60, that's still somebody else's child. So, be mindful of that, because again, if it doesn't come back to you, it will hit your kids. That it has to go somewhere. The energy doesn't really get destroyed. Even with death card, right? When things end, they're not merely destroyed, it's just a transition. So when we die, right, our physical bodies leave, they become like, what do they become like bones and ashes and stuff. But there's but the spirit kind of transcends into another house. It's just different from this one. So nothing, things, energy just kind of, it transfers. So again, that type of energy, that karma has to go somewhere. It has to do something. It can't just not. So just be mindful. You may feel like you're getting off scotch-free in this lifetime, but then but you don't want to see your kids suffer. And they may suffer when they become young adults. They may be suffering even as kids. Health problems, mental, emotional problems. They may not be listening. They just may seem just off. So just be mindful of how you're treating people. I would say that, okay? We got discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. Communication is key. Yeah, be mindful, and also like the whatever. So I would say also, right, especially if you're parents, be mindful of how you talk to your kid. I don't know why this is coming up for the mutable signs. This is interesting. Be mindful of how you talk to your kids, because how you talk to your kids or how you don't talk to them, either or, it sets this subconscious tone, and that's their inner dialogue for the rest of their lives, basically. Unless they become aware of the root of it and they work on that. So I feel like for the mutable signs, a lot of you guys, and this could be, I may be wanting to say kids, but this could be me talking to you guys as inner child. There's some type of inner dialogue that you guys speak with yourselves that could be a bit harsh, and you guys may need to change that. You guys may need to get better at speaking to yourselves more kindly and more nicely and more compassionately. A lot of you got, communication is key, and not just how you speak to others, but really how you speak to yourself first. If you speak to yourself like shit, you're going to talk to other people like shit. So just be mindful of how you talk to yourself, your affirmations. Get into affirmations if that's something that, if negative self-talk is something that's really easy for you to do. Get into affirmations. Even if you don't want to write a list of affirmations, you can choose one, and whenever those harsh inner dialogues come up, you can just acknowledge it, and then repeat your affirmation. You don't want to ignore it, because then it's going to get bigger. Give it the acknowledgement that it needs. It's there for a reason. And just say your affirmation. And also keep in mind, discipline is consistency is the only thing. It's the only way we accomplish things. And again, mutable signs, we kind of get a little, we start things, we like many stuff, right? With mutable signs, we can adapt to any and almost everything, but we need discipline. So discipline is very needed. Remember, you can accomplish anything you set your mind to. You got to start telling yourself, it's, I would say for you guys to start with your inner dialogue, affirmations. Especially when it comes to goal setting, affirmations. Affirmations. Your inner dialogue is something with you guys' throat chakra. So I would say, and because we have communication is key here with the new moon in Gemini, Gemini rules the third house. So I will look to your birth chart. Again, if you don't know what your houses are, Google free birth charts and choose either I like Cafe Astrology and I like AstroSeek. But do AstroSeek and look at the sign that's in your third house. If you don't have any and sometimes your house will be empty, so if you don't have any planets, you may have planets in your third house, you may not. If you don't have actual planets there and your third house is empty, look at the sign that's on your third house, and I will work on that, because something with communication with you guys and self-expression, something with the color blue. And blue is all, the throat chakra. It's about expression. It's about listening. It's about communication. It's about art. It's about the inner dialogue, the truth that we tell ourselves, the lies we tell ourselves. So something about you guys is throat chakra and your third house. Focus on that for this. I would make this a focus for you guys. Why is it nothing to say for the medical signs for this family? We got love. Aww. We got love. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. And then we have trust. I accept that my inner... shut the fuck up. Trust. Okay, hold on. I accept that my inner voice, that inner dialogue, right, will always guide me correctly. Trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. Mutable signs. It's all about how you talk to yourself. And again, you guys have a new start coming. Okay? You guys got a lot of new energy. So, clap, clap, kudos. I felt like most of you have kind of done the work you needed to do, or you're kind of already on that path. And a lot of you guys kind of know what you need to let go of, who you need to let go of, who and what you need to release, whether it's family, habits, partners, addictions, self-sabotaging patterns or whatever. A lot of you guys kind of know what it is you need to do and what you need to release, who you need to release, who you need to let go of, what needs to be let go of. But it's all about having that discipline. It's all about that discipline. And with the love card here, I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. You and your loved ones are safe. Yeah, and the Cancerian energy is all about fourth house. Cancer rules the fourth house. The fourth house is home, family, your family roots. Right? A lot of you guys could be focusing on, a lot of you guys could be creating families, or you have, or that could be what's on you guys' mind is family. Your upbringing could be something that has been triggered during this retrograde and this full moon in Aries. But if you can see, I want to say mutable signs. Everything will work itself out if you can commit to, and this takes practice. It's not, again, right, committing to practice. If you guys can commit to seeing the good in things, I feel like a lot of things, you'll be fine. Try to see the glass as half full, not half empty. I was telling fixed signs in their reading to try to find the silver lining in things. Maybe some of you guys got some fixed placements. If not, whatever. But check out if some of you may want to check out the fixed sign full moon message. But yeah. And some of you guys could be worried about being open and honest with someone you're close to. But transparency is what deepens bonds. It's what deepens. And if you can't be transparent with your friends, your family, or whoever you're involved with or you want to be involved with, then that's kind of a cue that situation, that that person, that those family members, they may not be for you. I think people get it twisted that like, okay, we are family, so we have to, so that means these people are our true tribe. And sometimes, family is just the family we're born into. It doesn't really mean anything more than that sometimes, right? But yeah, communication is key. And really, it's how you talk to yourselves. That inner dialogue. Remember that. Because sometimes your inner dialogue will tell you some really messed up things, and every action we have is from a subconscious thought. So if there's a lot, so if there's a lot of pain, a lot of resentment, a lot of things we've been holding on to, the subconscious is kind of like the subconscious is the puppet master, and we're the puppets, and we just don't know. That's how powerful the subconscious is. That's how powerful the subconscious is. It's and that's your 12th house. In astrology, your subconscious, that's your 12th house. A lot of times we just, yeah. But again, full moons are all about releasing, right? Releasing, especially this full moon in Aries, releasing anything that's holding you back, anything that's keeping you from putting yourself out there, putting yourself first in healthy ways. Not putting yourself first in the sense of abandoning responsibility out of selfish reasons, but making sure things and people align with your integrity, making sure you have that integrity, right? That's what's gonna help you move forward. I hope this helps, and I'll talk before. I don't want this video to get to 30 minutes, but I hope this helps, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.